Welcome back, my loyal subjects, and welcome to Big Tony's Movie Quiz. Today we'll be testing your knowledge of cinema with a total of 20 questions. Let me tell you, if you get all 20 questions right, you'll earn my respect and can consider yourself a boss like me. But don't worry, if you manage to answer between 15 and 19 questions correctly, you'll still have my admiration and will consider you as an underboss. If you only answer between 10 and 14 questions correctly, then you'll be in the capo category. In such case, you are just a soldier if you score between 5 and 9. If by some miracle you only manage a measly 0 to 4 questions correct, then I will consider you as my associate. Now, don't waste my time if you ain't got the stones to prove yourself. If you think you got what it takes to run with my crew, drop your score in the comments. But let me tell you, getting an ain't easy. Trust is earned, respect is demanded, and loyalty is everything. You gotta show us you're worthy before we even consider letting you roll with us. Be warned, you should know I will only be reading each question once, and you'll have a measly 5 seconds to answer before the clock runs out. So, let's begin this little game. Question 1. In what 1976 thriller does Robert De Niro famously say, "You talking to me"? Raging Bull, Cape Fear, Taxi Driver, Mean Streets. The answer is Taxi Driver. Question 2. What's the name of the anthemic dance near the end of the Rocky Horror Picture Show? The Time Warp, Grease Lightning, The Monster Mash, Let It Go. The answer is The Time Warp. Question 3. For which 1964 musical blockbuster did Julie Andrews win the Academy Award for Best Actress? The Princess Diaries, The Sound of Music, Mary Poppins, Shrek 2. The answer is Mary Poppins. Question 4. Marlon Brando could have been a contender in what iconic 1954 crime drama? The Godfather, On the Waterfront, Apocalypse Now, Last Tango in Paris. The answer is On the Waterfront. Question 5. Who is the only actor to receive an Oscar nomination for acting in a Lord of the Rings movie? Sean Bean, Ian McKellen, Orlando Bloom, Sean Astin. The answer is Ian McKellen. Question 6. Who took over the role of Bruce Wayne's love interest Rachel Dawes in The Dark Knight following Katie Holmes' exit after Batman Begins? Maggie Gyllenhaal, Kim Basinger, Halle Berry, Selena Kyle. The answer is Maggie Gyllenhaal. Question 7. What song plays over the opening credits of Guardians of the Galaxy? Escape by Rupert Holmes, I'm Not in Love by 10cc, I Want You Back by the Jackson 5, Come and Get Your Love by Redbone. The answer is Come and Get Your Love by Redbone. Question 8. What 1994 crime film revitalized John Travolta's career? Grease, Wild Hogs, Pulp Fiction, Face Off. The answer is Pulp Fiction. Question 9. Who voiced the sultry Jessica Rabbit in Who's Afraid of Roger Rabbit? Kim Basinger, Madonna, Kathleen Turner, Demi Moore. The answer is Kathleen Turner. Question 10. Who wrote the famous, scary theme music from Halloween? John Williams, John Carpenter, Hans Zimmer, Danny Elfman. The answer is John Carpenter. Question 11. In Apocalypse Now, Robert Duvall says, I love the smell of blank in the morning, napalm, bacon, victory, flowers. The answer is napalm. Question 12. Who is the first actor to play Jack Ryan on screen? Ben Affleck, Chris Pine, Alec Baldwin, Harrison Ford. The answer is Alec Baldwin. Question 13. Which famous film composer wrote the music for Tim Burton's 1989 Batman? Hans Zimmer, John Williams, John Carpenter, Danny Elfman. The answer is Danny Elfman. Question 14. Who wrote the screenplay for Rocky? Sylvester Stallone, Steven Spielberg, Spike Lee, Woody Allen. The answer is Sylvester Stallone. Question 15. What was Quentin Tarantino's first feature as writer, director? Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, True Romance, Django. The answer is Reservoir Dogs. Question 16. What Martin Scorsese movie holds the all-time record for F-bombs? Taxi Driver, Casino, The Wolf of Wall Street, Goodfellas. The answer is The Wolf of Wall Street. Question 17. Who played the Green Goblin in the 2002 box office smash Spider-Man? Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Michael Keaton, Willem Dafoe. The answer is Willem Dafoe. Question 18. What famous heartthrob is unrecognizable under layers of makeup as the Penguin in 2021 The Batman? Colin Farrell, Jack Nicholson, Danny DeVito, Tom Cruise. The answer is Colin Farrell. Question 19. What is the first rule of Fight Club? One fight at a time. You do not talk about Fight Club. If someone yells stop, then stop. Only two guys to a fight. The answer is you do not talk about Fight Club. Question 20. Who played Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate? Julie Andrews, Raquel Welch, Anne Bancroft, Catherine Ross. The answer is Anne Bancroft. Hold up, hold up. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Everybody just freeze. The quiz is freaking over, so I want to see your scores in the comments below. I've got to gauge who's even worthy enough to join my crew. If you're feeling what you see, show us some love and hit that like button hard. And make sure you subscribe if you want to stay in the loop on all our moves. Me and my crew are rolling out to meet up with Ice Pick Willie and Cadillac Frank. We've got some really important business to handle. Now, get out of here before I have to show you what happens to those who cross me.